never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time here on the East Coast, and we are gratefully here with two minor league two baseball prospects. One is a pitcher, and one is a position player. We have Jace Minor here, along with Taj Bates. Thank you guys very much for taking the time out of your days to be with us today. We're very happy to have you guys here. Bear with me for a couple of seconds here. I know there's been some sound issues just before we started the show, and hopefully Jace will come back and hopefully he can hear me.
I got you now.
Oh, you got me? Oh, you
All
got
right.
me? Okay. Let's hope that this doesn't mess up again. But we apologize in advance if it does, but hopefully everything will stay connected and we're all good. First, I'd like to thank Nathan Sports Rush for having these two great guests with us today. And we appreciate your time and effort to be here, along with Sean as well, who is with me today to do these interviews. So as long as you guys can both hear me, I want to get started with the first question. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay. So starting, you guys can both answer whichever order you like, but I have questions for both of you guys. So Jace, just to introduce you, so apparently you have pitched for Wichita State and for Oklahoma. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That is awesome. Very, very cool. So first, I'd like to know from both of you guys, what are your experiences with the minor league, the different teams that you've been involved with, different managers and things like that, and what has led to you doing what you have done today? Describe your journey a little bit.
Taj, you can go first.
So my journey has been kind of bumpy so far. Coming out of high school, I wasn't really scouted by anybody. I went to high school back in the Virgin Islands, and then luckily enough, I actually got to play volleyball for college. I got scouted for volleyball first at my first school, Benedict College, and then I played baseball as well and stayed there for 3 years. And decided it was time to go in the transfer portal and got the opportunity with Southern University Baseball out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And then had a great year last year. I graduated. I hit 358 with 11 homers last year. Then got another opportunity to play in the MLB Draft League this summer with Jace. I played in the first and second half, and that was a really good experience. Got to see a lot of talent and face some dominant pitching and dominant players as well. My manager was Preston Wilson. He was a great manager, and he's actually going back to the draft league to coach the Aberdeen Ironbirds this summer. So, yeah, he was a great mentor, taught me a lot, and I'm really grateful for him.
Awesome. And when I saw some of your highlights there from Nathan, you have a lot of power. I noticed you are impressive with that bat. You were very powerful. Hit a lot of home runs, I'm sure, and man, you are very impressive. So scouts should definitely be on your radar for sure.
Yeah.
And Jace, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go off of Taj. Had definitely a little bit of a bumpy. Not, I wouldn't say bumpy, more of like a windy road as well. I went to Wichita State my freshman year. I grew up in Pennsylvania, about 2 hours from Pittsburgh, in a really small town. So I ended up having to travel a lot in order to get recruited. Because kind of where I was growing up, it was easy to kind of get overlooked in a way. With just the small population, and there's not much out there. I went to Wichita State for 2 years. My second after my sophomore year, our entire coaching staff was fired, and they got a new coaching staff. So I decided to enter the portal. I ended up going to University of Oklahoma. Started out really well, honestly, and then had a little bit of an injury that kind of put me out for about 2 months in a way. And afterwards, it was just kind of the same situation of I kind of have to go somewhere else. Didn't really have an option, so I went back to Wichita State my senior year, actually. Really enjoyed the team. Really enjoyed everything around there. And then after that, I went up to the Northwoods, the summer league, kind of for the first half of the season while Todd was at the draft league already. Played, I think it was about a month or two there. Honestly, had a really bad month or two in the Northwoods. Wasn't sure what was gonna in a way I was working on. Kind of lost in the path of, letting baseball kind of define everything in me. And not realize that there's a lot more behind a baseball than just, the arm that's throwing it. So I ended up getting another opportunity to go play in the draft league for, as you said, Preston Wilson, and I'm gonna shout out Jimmy Nelson as well, two amazing coaches that really, really helped me develop in a way from not just a college standpoint, but also from a pro guy standpoint, and really just allowed me to kind of pursue and take off from there.
Awesome. That's very impressive. The fact that you guys have a similar connection with coaches, teams, different experiences, that really says a lot. I think that's awesome. You guys can really relate to each other in that way, and anything to impress the scouts, right? I think that's awesome that you guys can show off your talent similar ways. Even though you're two different positions, you both have different skill sets which play really well in the minor league draft league. So really good. Congratulations on that. Sean, you have a couple of questions for our two guests.
Yeah, guys, thanks for coming on and taking the time out to be with us today. But my question is, when did you guys realize that you fell in love with baseball and that you wanted to pursue this journey of trying to make it to the majors?
So I'll go first, Jace.
Yeah, you got it.
I first fell in love with baseball probably around I think I was 5 years old. But then when I really started to say, okay, I can really do this, I was about 13. After we got eliminated in the Little League World Series regional round, we lost to Curacao that year. They went all the way to the World Series. So I decided from around 13, 14, I really want to do this because there's not that many people that know of the Virgin Islands, but we have, for how small we are, we have a decent amount of people in the bigs. Recently, one of the pitchers for Great Britain, Najir Victor, he struck out Judge, struck out
That's right.
Corber, and Roman Anthony and Gunnar Henderson. He's from the Virgin Islands. I grew up playing with him. We played on travel ball together.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah, he did fantastic. The fact that some of these guys are so young, too, in the WBC, it just shows the amount of talent that they have and the amount of development that really goes into it.
Yeah,
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd say around the same thing, like 5, 6 years old. Honestly, like the moment I stepped on the diamond, I knew I never wanted to be off it. And I feel kind of the same way to this day. And I'd say around like the 14 to 15-year-old range is when I was like, okay, this is something, I kind of want to do for the rest of my life, or as long as I can. Just kind of getting to see, baseball, in my opinion, it's the most mental sport game there is in the world, in my opinion, so the challenges it really brought me for the mental side as well as physical side, it was just unmatched, and something that I loved being around. So once I kind of started developing in a way even more, it was like addicting. I just wanted to keep getting better and better and, see how far I could, keep going with it.
That is
All right.
incredible, really.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. And then there's a question with this guy from the chat, Bob in the chat, that would you guys like to play for the Yankees? And he also is wishing good luck to both of y'all.
I'd put a jersey on for whoever would put a jersey on me. Honestly,
Man.
like that's where I'm at. The Yankees
I
call.
would play for the Yankees. I would love to play for the Yankees.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. Well,
I think that's everybody's biggest dream, of course. I mean, any MLB team to get drafted to is awesome, but playing for the Yankees, there's just a different mentality that goes into that, right? You put on the pinstripes, and you just feel something very special with all the history and everything like that. Monument Park.
So OU had this. We had the same rules as the Yankees, as like no hair out of the hat, no facial hair.
Really?
So that was very similar actually to I feel like the Yankees as well.
Yes. We have a question here from Katie, who is a big Yankees fan and a big advocate for our show here. She asks, My question for Jace and Taj is, what position would you both play if you were to play for the Yankees?
My position is I'll be a catcher. I would like to be a catcher.
I'm a left-handed pitcher, so definitely stay right there.
That's awesome. I have another one for both of you guys. With the analytics now, obviously they're more advanced, more technology coming into play, the ABS system, as we know. And as long as the rule changes too, all the rule changes that have been in place, does that kind of change your approach in physically or mentally preparing for games, even in college, minor leagues, and even preparing for the MLB? Is there anything that you guys are told in advance to look out for, and how does that change your approach in preparing for that?
You got this one, Jace. You could go first.
So honestly, I think the biggest thing analytics has helped too is scouting reports in a way. Being able to understand kind of a hitter's approach, or even the heat zones to the cold zones in a way on a hitter. I like that stuff personally. Now, like in my personal experience, being able to in a way see the analytics like on a certain pitch, like being able to like see the pitch profile of everything you're throwing, just allows you to kind of, in my opinion, make it better. Like I said, when I had Jimmy Nelson, Preston Smith up there, they understood a lot of the analytical stuffs and was able to help me learn even more about it, to not only get my game better, but also like be very detailed with it. So I love the analytical side, honestly, of it, just because it's there to make you better. And the biggest thing is numbers don't lie. So that's honestly how I feel with it.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of what Jay said, I believe it helps in a big way because when I'm preparing to face a dominant pitcher, you got to know what percentages they got, what they like to pitch, where they like to pitch it, and stuff. So, like, say for instance, a pitcher likes 40% fastball, 30% off speed, and then like 10% unknown. I go in the box with the mindset of okay, hunt the fastball because he's gonna challenge you with the fastball. So it helps with that.
Okay,
Yeah. All right.
that's
Well,
very good things to look out for. Sean, go ahead.
yeah, no, my question though too is which player like currently today or maybe as you guys were growing up, did you guys really look up to or idolize? Or was it just like a group of them?
Honestly, back probably old, like when I was younger, Chris Sale was my main go-to guy. I really loved how he kind of moved his kind of the mechanics of his pitching as well. Today, like where I'm at now, I gotta say it's definitely a little bit more around like a Hobie Milner. He was the reliever for the Rangers. I think he just got traded to the Cubs actually. But those are definitely the two guys that I like to watch just because it's more of more towards the way I play the game as well.
Yeah,
That's
my
awesome.
favorite player growing up was David Ortiz.
Mhm.
Coming from a small island where he came from and being as dominant as he is, yeah, he was the go-to guy for me. And then today, in today's day and age, I gotta go with Judge because he's he's the best player. He's the best hitter in the league, without a doubt. And see, even in the World Baseball Classic, he's putting on a show. So
Yeah.
Good answer.
Well,
The
you
one
you
thing-
know,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
well, I mean, when a hitter really is effective and elite, when they start intentionally walking you just because they know they can't beat you.
yeah,
It's a
we
good feeling.
call it the Bonds treatment. I don't know if you guys watch Bonds
Yep.
at all, or have you seen the highlight of them? But yeah, it was like every time, even when the bases were loaded, they were intentionally walking them.
Yeah.
yeah.
So when I watch Aaron Judge, I'm very impressed, of course, because I mean I'm a Yankees fan, and so is Sean, and mostly everybody here in the chat. But when I watch Judge, I say, he's a great hitter. He can take the ball to all fields. His batting average, his OPS, on base percentage, I mean everything, slugging percentage. This is why he's a 3-time MVP. Should be 3-time MVP. But he's just been amazing. But when I watch him, I say he could get better at hitting off-speed pitches that are a little bit off the plate, sliders, curveballs, changeups, stuff like that. I'm just curious because you guys have a pitcher-catcher connection. When you watch players like that, do you say, "Here's how I can attack this guy, and here's how I can make myself better"? by looking at these certain things. Do you guys ever watch games and say that to yourselves?
I do that all the time.
Yeah, go ahead, Taj. Go ahead.
So, okay, when you're watching a player as dominant as Judge, you gotta get in tune and like realize what is making him so good. And then if you were to face him, you gotta see how you could stop that. And in seeing how you could stop that, you're finding answers that you never found before. So like, yeah, stuff like that. I do all the time.
Yeah, I mean to piggyback off that, obviously from a pitcher's perspective, watching like with nowadays, there's so many different pitch grips, on just different things, kind of in a way of how guys hold things or all that. So, when you're watching, in the greats like of this day and age right now, play the game, um, you gotta you gotta insert things that would help you, but also learn like what's gonna help you and what might just help them. Because everyone, like if you look at every hitter, every pitcher, in the MLB, there's not very many that look or that have the exact same swing or that have the exact same throwing method on the mound. So just being able to watch and to kind of pick up on, this guy does this and it might help me, and this, say Chris Sale does this and that helps my slider in a way. Being able to watch that and just learn from different guys in a way as well, that could really elevate a game.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. Now, if you guys as a pitcher and catcher, the communication between a pitcher and a catcher is like paramount in a game. It sets the rhythm for not only the defense, but how the pitcher goes and how the catcher. Do you guys ever watch like some of the batteries that you see like today, like Cole, how he works with his catchers, like with Torino and a few others, or even like you mentioned Chris Sale when he's and do you guys ever try to modelize Albert, or what do you guys see when you watch other pitcher catcher batteries?
So the main battery that I try to idolize and like look and try to imitate all the time is Yadier Molina and Adam Wainwright. They're one of the greatest to ever do it together. And the one thing that I always see is they're always like in sync. And I think they know what each other wants in every situation. And I try to get on that type of level with every single pitcher that I catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean to go off that, like in a preparation standpoint, like say before a start or something, I'm a guy that in a way it's like I want to be in a way on my own until I'm in that bullpen. And we will get in sync in that bullpen and go into the game, in a way already in my opinion, like in a flow state. Actually my first time in the draft league, it was me and Taj. Taj was behind the plate. And I'd like to say me and Taj hit a pretty good sync kind of first time even meeting each other. And it was just, with that kind of, if you can get to that standpoint of like in a sync or in that flow state in a way, you're going to be a really hard battery to beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Yadier Molina and Wainwright, but the one I grew up that I loved watching was Posada and Pettit. Whatever, and I mean, they stayed most of their career except for the 4 years that Pettit was pitching in Houston. But you saw them in sync like all the time, and it was almost like they were like a one mind, just
Yeah.
And then Pettit, man, he was a guy that had the most killer pickoff move I've ever saw of any pitcher.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, that's great though. And I'm glad you guys are already building up that chemistry. Because it's important.
Yep. Now I have a couple of fun questions for you guys. What has been your favorite baseball memory so far? Either growing up, either playing, anything.
My favorite memory is from last year actually. So we were in the SWAC baseball tournament, the conference tournament, and we were down, I think, 7-2. And I hit a 3-run bomb to put us back in the game, and eventually went on to win that game. So that was the biggest moment so far of my career.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm honestly I'm gonna go back to my freshman year of college. It was my first ever collegiate. It was my second collegiate start. In my career, and I got paired up with Oklahoma State, who was number 3 in the nation at that point. And kind of in a way dealt with a lot of some trash talk in a way, and just people saying like, "Oh, freshman against number 3, like it's not going to go well." And I ended up going 5 innings, giving up 1 run against that team as a freshman. So being able to kind of put that into people's faces, and also say like I can do that. Definitely, probably my best memory right now.
That's incredible. Really, really is. And also, I have another one for you guys too. So, if you guys were not playing baseball, let's say you guys chose another career path, what would that be?
Todd, what you got?
I'll probably be doing business back home in some type of way. Probably
Okay.
helping out my uncle with his trucking business, but I never imagined a life without baseball. So this is all I know.
I'll
Yeah,
piggyback. I'll piggyback off that. If anything, though, I'd probably stick in sports. I'd probably in basketball. Honestly, somewhere in the basketball world.
that makes sense. I think a lot of sports they translate from one to the other. Like for example, when I was in high school, I played freshman year baseball.
Hmm.
I was okay, wasn't great. I was pretty good. But growing up, I was a pitcher. I played infield, outfield too, and I thought it was a lot of fun. But obviously, I didn't put enough time in the weight room. I didn't put enough time into actually training, doing the off the field stuff before I could advance to the junior varsity and varsity level. But what I was
Yeah.
really good at was bowling. I was a really good bowler. I've been bowling all my life. Actually, threw a perfect game when I was 16, and now I'm 22. So that's pretty incredible. And there are a lot of lessons to be learned from every single sport that you go through. But just keep practicing, keep going at it. For anybody who's watching this and saying, "Oh, maybe I can do this one day," you can do it as long as you put in the work, put in the time, put in the effort. And feel like all coaches would agree with me on that. And pretty much as long as you're committed, you can do anything you want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, and then like you said, there. I mean, I remember trying out football and basketball as a kid. Just playing it and baseball. Every time I tried to play baseball, I was either just too old for little league, but not enough for the travel team. Some other people had. Because you usually had to pay for. So it was kind of like, oh man, well, but so most of the time we were just playing piggyback. Pick up basketball, football, baseball, soccer, whatever it was with just community friends in the community. But and what do you guys love about competing in the collegiate level, or what did you guys?
Competing in a SWAC is a different feeling because it's always amped up to the like the max because I can't explain it well, but you want to be in the game. Every time you play, you want to be always in the game. Every game's gonna be close. All the fans are gonna be in it. Everybody's gonna be in it. So I would say it's a different experience than like a MLB draft league game. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen some of the SWAC competitions. 'Cause I live over nearby FAMU, and and I've had to work there doing security for some of the events, and it's like you said, it's intense when you watch the different competitions, and it's like, yes,
Oh yeah, too. Like every year. Sorry, Jace, you wanted to answer that first.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Like every year, I watch the World Baseball Classic, the Little League World Series too, as well. And it's a lot of fun competition. Obviously, those kids they're younger, but I actually went to Cooperstown when I was younger. That was a lot of fun. You learn a lot too when doing that, and it really helps you build up for the future. And no, I think that's great. Just another question for you guys. I think this will be the final one before we bring up our surprise guest. But what takeaways do you guys feel like that scouts value the most in performances, and what are your future plans?
You could go ahead, Jace.
Biggest takeaways. Honestly, I think from at least when I've talked to some in a way is it's how do how do you react in a way when things are going good. Do you ride the highs or do you ride the lows, or do you stay as an even playing field? Because the biggest thing about baseball is there's gonna be days, like I'll say as a pitcher, you're gonna walk out, you're gonna go 5 innings, no runs, no hits, have probably one of the best days in your career, and then you could go out the next day and you went 2 innings and gave up, 6, 7 runs in a way, right? So, it's how can you react to those days, and can you stay level headed throughout that? Because there's skill, there's pitches, there's all that stuff, but like I said earlier, in a way, if the mental piece of baseball isn't there and you're in a way not mentally strong, baseball can swallow you up. So that's the biggest thing for me. As for like the future plans, I'll be playing for the Cleveland Railroaders, in the American Association, here in Texas. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm gonna keep playing this thing until the cleats are pulled off me in a way.
Awesome. Congratulations. Best
Thank
of luck.
One of the biggest takeaways that I think scouts look for is how you are as a person. It's also called like makeup. It's like how you deal with failure as well. So it's not just about the numbers and stuff, but how you truly are as a person. And my future plans is I plan to go back to the draft league and get signed out of there.
Awesome. Well, we hope both of you guys have outstanding careers, both in the minor league baseball draft league, but also hopefully professionally one day as well. That's going to
Thank
be
you.
awesome. And
Thank you.
that's awesome. Congratulations to both of you guys. I've really enjoyed doing this interview. Thank you to everybody for your questions. We appreciate it. And without further ado, I would like to introduce our special guest that we're going to bring up right now, who actually scheduled this interview and allowed both of you guys to come up on this great platform. And here he is.
Yeah. Let's go. Todd.
What up?
Nathan from NR Media.
Yeah. So by the way, whoever didn't know, they're two of our newest clients in our agency thing. So I'm glad to be there. I'm glad that they're part of us, and also Malik Abdul, who was on here too. He's part of us too. So we believe in these MLB Draft League prospects, and you see the history that a lot of players from there get drafted. So my team and I believe in. We believe in Jace, we believe in Taj, we believe in Malik, and all these major league MLB Draft League players. So we need to get them. We have to get them to the right places, and we're going to get them to the right places. And it's a matter of when they make the major leagues affiliate ball. So we're working on that for all three of them, and I'm glad that all three of them are on board, and looking forward to working with them more. And great job, Evan and Sean, for doing the interview with both of them, and great job with the chat also. So I just want to say that.
Thank you very much. No, this is awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are both in great hands with Nathan too, of course, being a partner, of course, CEO of the nation's best NIL company. If you guys both have deals or agents that you need, I'm sure Nathan will be right there to assist with both of you guys. You guys are in great hands, and with everybody too. He does a great job of just making sure everybody's taken care of.
Speaking of agents, we're the agency. They're both of them actually. All three of them are exclusive clients right now. So we rep all three of them right now as we speak.
So you can potentially communicate to agents.
Yes, and we also obviously we're adding more people to. We rep all pro athletes, obviously in different sports and entertainment people also, and we're gonna start adding on MLB Draft League prospects too. So we're gonna do that too. But as of now, we have only 3 major MLB Draft League prospects underneath us, which is Taj, Jace, and Malik. We're looking to add more. Obviously, we worked with the Trent Thunder for the last 3-4 years. So, and I actually got the chance to meet Taj in person when he visited when he was with Frederick Keys, and he's a big boy, man. Taj is a big boy. He is. he get hit. Like I said, the highlight video we put for Jace, your highlight video is coming out today. So the Taj, when we put the highlight video together, he has. That's why we believe in them because they got potential. It's just crazy how they didn't get any notice when they were coming up as players, and we try to give these. That's why players love working with us, and we work with obviously a lot of NFL players, NBA, MLB, but put that aside. Look at these athletes, the MLB Draft League athletes, all the athletes that are getting overseen. That's why I respect all these coaches that love. So there's a lot of talent in New Jersey here, and we're getting a lot of notice here in New Jersey. So, but we need to start putting more noticing on these athletes that work hard, especially in the especially for baseball. Baseball I think is one of the hardest. How do I say it? Is one of the hardest things to scout sometimes, and you need to know especially for pitchers, you need to know a lot of the analytic stuff and the numbers and all. So, but they got to start paying attention more. And like I said, we will definitely put Jace and Taj and obviously Malik on the map. It's just a matter of when, and it's not if, it's when. It's always when. So it's just working hard, continue working hard. As of now, their plans, obviously, they told you the plans, but things can change. You never know. Things can change right from the bat. So we're working on all that. So like I said, we're planning to add more MLB Draft League prospects. But I'm grateful to be, and my team are grateful to be working with multiple athletes. But it's just we got to push them even harder. So and even women athletes too. On the women's side, we got to start pushing even more. So that's what we've been doing. So and that's why people love working with us. They trust us, and we don't ask for much. We always tell people money will come. It's just building the relationships with people. So that's what we have done, and we believe in Jace's talent. He brings a unique style with like a sidearm delivery. He's a left-handed pitcher. A lot of teams would love to have that on the team. So even Taj, a catcher, obviously being a catcher, and he can play both positions also. So you're getting two versatile players along with Malik Abdul, who's improving a lot. And so it's just a matter of getting more people attention for these players. I'm really excited to work with the MLB Draft League again this year, and looking forward to seeing all these players, Jace, Taj, and Malik's development. So.
Yeah. No, and it's been a privilege and an honor having you both on here. And you guys are in great hands with Nathan here. He's one of the best. Probably the best.
Thank you, Sean. But real quick, I don't want to put any hype on this yet. But Taj, he reminds him of David Ortiz from the right side. So there you go. But I don't want to put any pressure on you, Taj. But I'm just saying.
He's definitely got that power, that muscle.
There you
my
go.
goodness.
Nah, yeah. And you got the right approach mentally for
all
success.
All three of these guys have the right approach, and even all the players in the draft league have the right approach. They work hard. Like I said, the draft. I'm happy that they came up with the draft league. I feel like obviously, I told you guys the track record when it comes to getting drafted from the draft league is a high. Especially Trent Thunder had for the last few years had a lot of players get drafted, even other teams. So it's a fun league to watch, and fans love it. The fans show up for these kids and the college kids, and seeing the young players potentially going to the next level. And now since working with the nation's best company and all, NIL deals, brand deals are huge. So it's another dimension to all this stuff. So.
Oh yeah, and your experiences, of course, with the Trenton Thunder, working with guys in the minor leagues, Ben Rice, of course, Chase Hampton, and those people too that really serve well with these two athletes as well.
Also, can't forget Oswaldo Cabrera, who's in the major league now.
Of course,
that's our guy right there. That's our guy.
So you guys are both in great hands. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, and you guys, hopefully, really soon you'll get a call from a GM or one of the people up in the front office saying, "Hey, we're gonna call your name."
Yep.
Absolutely.
Brian Cashman.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is Brian Cashman on the phone. We'd like to speak with Taj and Jace. Yes, thank you very much.
Love it. Love it.
But, yeah, you know, and we're gonna be rooting for y'all all the way through.
I appreciate that.
Thank you guys very much.
Thanks for having us as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, and enjoy the rest of your days.
You as well.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
No, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great
No
job,
problem,
guys.
Thank
And
you,
like I say, keep an eye on Malik, Abdul, Jace Minor, and also Taj Bates. Man, they like I said, they got a lot of talent. It's a matter of working hard and getting them to the right situation. So stay tuned.
Sir.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Great job, guys.
All right. Well, thank you guys
All right.
so much for that. Thank you,
Evan and
Nathan.
Sean, you did awesome. Good job.
Yeah.
My first time doing it. It's been a lot of fun, of course, and just to hear these experiences, their pathways to success, is much appreciated, and we look forward to doing more of these soon because I think everybody can see valuable lessons and learn from this. Whether you're going to be potential athletes or even like Taj said, like he was going to be a businessman before too. You know, a lot of lessons to go into this with development and priorities. You know, it's just a lot of cool, interesting things to look out for. But as far as the rest of today goes, guys, we've already had a busy day going on YouTube Live this morning. Was a lot of fun, but today as well, we also have the Yankees play-by-play against the Atlanta Braves at 1 o'clock. That will be with myself, Ken, and Joe, and that will be simulcasted as well. So please come on by for the play-by-play. And just to give you guys a heads up too, yeah, we're simulcasting on both channels, but we would appreciate it if you guys can follow both platforms as well during the game. It doesn't have to be for the whole time. Just individually, come on to Ken from the Yankees Ugly Truth for a minute, and then go to NY Yankee Mania, so that both channels can accumulate the views and the likes and all those things. So we appreciate the support. And then, of course, later on tonight, we have the World Baseball Classic quarterfinal game between Team United States and Team Canada, which will be called right here on NY Yankee Mania, as well as World Sports Mania Entertainment. That will be with me, Jason, and Chef Nick, of course. So we'll bring you guys the professionalism, the humor, the comedy, and everything else. But the play-by-play will be called right here tonight on both channels.
What am I, top liver? No, I'm just joking with you.
Hey, whoa.
I'm just joking with you.
Hey, you know,
Joking.
and
You're
yeah,
gonna be on too, right? Or
No. I think we'll be at the Gary Payton thing today. For
yes. Good luck with the Gary
Well,
Payton event.
yeah.
Best
Have
of luck.
fun at Gary Payton, and you know, he was one of my favorite basketball players. Watching him go, watching him play
Mhm.
as I was growing up. Steel machine, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to also shout out Jace. He actually just followed me on Twitter. So
There you
thank you
go.
very much.
Hey.
Appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for your time today. It was great. So final thoughts, guys, before we move on to the Yankees.
Well, let's go Yankees. Let's go Team USA also. And Evan and Sean did a great job today with the interview and the fans with the questions. Great job. And let's keep this going and continue liking, subscribing, and also stay tuned for more. A lot of things are happening. And looking forward to seeing you guys call the play-by-play game. And then the lineup is out already, so I put it in the group chat. Yeah, so look out for that and stay tuned. A lot of my team and I are working on multiple things.
All right, and one of y'all can read it out because I don't know if everyone's seen it.
Sure.
I don't have it posted.
I can read it out right now.
Yeah.
All right. So today we have leading off Trent Grisham playing center field. Batting second will be Max Schumann. He's playing third base. Batting third and playing first base is Cody Bellinger. Batting cleanup and playing left field is Randall Grichuk. Batting fifth and playing shortstop will be Ryan McMahon. Batting sixth and playing right field will be Oswaldo Cabrera. Batting seventh, playing second base will be Jonathan Ornelas. Batting eighth and DHing will be Ernesto Martinez Jr. And batting ninth, doing the catching, will be Peyton Henry. And then making his third start of spring training will be left-handed pitcher Ryan Weathers.
Big arm Henry.
Yep. I
But
believe he hit a home run in the last game against
yeah,
the
he
Blue
did. That was a huge shot too. Well, Lord. Um, but I like that whole Grichuk behind Bellinger in that
Mhm.
lineup, and it looks like the and Boone is committed to having a leadoff guys. I mean, but we'll definitely see come regular season. But I
Hopefully.
mean, yeah, hopefully things will work out. But yeah, and then yeah, let's go Team USA versus Canada. They would knock them around. Yeah, but it's gonna be a good game because Canada, they got a good team too.
Mhm.
But I there was also news though. So Tim Hill joined the Team USA for the quarterfinal round,
That's right.
and among a few others. But also if the Team USA advances to the semis, um, Lord willing, but if they do, Joe Ryan from the Twins will be replacing the legend Clayton Kershaw on the roster.
Yeah.
Hmm. And then I believe today the starting pitcher is Michael Soroka for Team USA.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that
But
should be a
I
lot of
mean,
fun.
I like though that
Who are they playing today? It was.
they're
Canada.
playing Team
Oh, yeah.
Canada, the Naylor brothers,
Yeah.
and I believe it's Jameson Taillon, former Yankee and former Pittsburgh Pirate, current Chicago Cub, is he's gonna be able to take the mound, him or Paxton, I
Oh,
think. But I
I'm
know.
sorry. Michael Soroka will be starting for Team Canada, and
Okay,
Logan
Soroka.
Webb will be starting for Team USA.
Okay, Logan Webb, that's good.
Hmm.
Logan Webb, he's got some nasty stuff, but he's a good pitcher. Um, and yeah, and then I mean, I like that even when they lost some of the pitchers, um, they refilled it with some other arms, and so I'm like, all right, cool, we got some fresh arms up in there. But I think the USA is going to go on a run. I think they got a wake up call with being flat against Team Italy. Now they're back with vengeance. But let's
Yeah.
go Team USA. Let's go Yankees, guys. What is it? T minus 12 days till
Yes,
opening day.
that's
Baseball
sure.
fever, man.
That is correct.
You know, and yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to seeing Aaron Judge hit some homers into McCovey Cove.
Let's do it.
Let's do
Thank
it.
you guys so much for watching. We appreciate the support. Thank you to Jace and Taj for the interviews.
Mhm.
That was awesome. And thank you again to Nathan and his team for providing us with the best guests as always. And we'll see you guys in about 15 minutes for the New York Yankees against the Atlanta Braves. Until then, have an amazing day. And remember to like and subscribe to NY Yankee Mania, Ken from Yankees Ugly Truth, Naba in the Mouth, Nathan Sports Rush, and Sean Browning's History Channel.
Hey guys, guys, be careful. It's watch out. It's Friday the 13th, so watch out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, stay away from ladders, cracks,
Yeah.
black cats,
Yeah.
mirrors.
And stay away from NY Yankee. No, sure.
No,
I'm joking.
Oh boy. All right,
and
guys. Have a
don't
great day.
spill the salt.
See you guys in 15 minutes. Take care.
Yep.